My name is Major Problem. Now let's get to the root of the problem. In chapter 105 of the Holy Quran, we are reminded of the small birds, also known as swallows, martins, ababil in Arabic, which destroyed the elephant's march towards Mecca. In the name of Allah, the All-Beneficent, the All-Merciful. Have you not regarded how your Lord dealt with the men of the elephant? Did he not make their stratagems go awry, and send against them flocks of birds? A small bird can crash the latest aircraft, also known as a bird strike. A small insect can block an aircraft's pitot tubes, which can lead to incorrect sensor readings. J10C, Vigorous Dragon, by Chengdu Aircraft Corporation. So looking at the strengths, 418 have been built and are in service by the People's Liberation Army Air Force in China. Exported only to Pakistan Air Force as the launch customer, with 9 out of the 25 planes delivered already. It uses the world's longest range beyond visual missile, which is the Chinese PL-15, and it's also a part used from the J10 stealth fighter. Close coupled canards provide static instability, high control maneuverability, and they contribute to lift and reducing drag. Operate in a challenging electromagnetic environment. Primarily designed for air-to-air engagements, it can perform a range of ground attack missions too. Metal alloys and composite materials used in airframe for high strength and low weight. Low observability to radar, ability to supercruise, flight supersonic speed without using afterburners, and extreme maneuverability at all speeds. Diverterless supersonic intakes offer excellent aerodynamic characteristics, simultaneously saving weight. So they're used on the F-35 and the JF-17, and this may also reduce radar cross signatures. Two-piece bubble canopy providing 360 degrees of visual coverage for the pilot. 11 hardpoints used for carrying various types of weaponry and drop tanks containing extra fuel. Aerodynamically unstable design, a digital quadruplex redundant fly-by-wire FBW flight control system (FCS) aids the pilot in flying the aircraft. Relaxed stability, decent thrust-to-weight ratio with thrust vectoring options available. AESA radar. Embedded training system, which is the so-called real-time evaluation system to mimic real-time air combat. Looking at the weaknesses, a long 18 years development period, light airframe and small size relative to fighters such as the J-20, Typhoon or F-15 mean that external stores and fuel tanks will have a more serious impact on both performance and agility than on larger fighters. Single engine failure, lack of conformal fuel tanks. Looking at some opportunities, combat experience will help generate interest for export orders, so whether this is by the Chinese Air Force or the Pakistan Air Force. Export orders to potential countries. Incorporate advanced engines than the WS-10 series for better range and ammunition capacity. Joint exercises with export potential countries. Participate in international air shows. Participate in Air Force procurement tender competitions. Target air forces whose fighters are approaching end of life, so that could be technology or metallurgy. Drone swarm integration. Twin engine variant, which can act as a dedicated bomber for longer range missions. Stealth features. And now let's look at the threats. 2016 mid-air collision with twin J-10 resulting in crash. Countries which have poor diplomatic relations with the Republic of China. Losing international tenders. Lack of spare parts for countries. Lack of training. The WS-10 series engines have suffered from persistent problems with engine life, mean time between failures and throttle spool response time. Competitor fighter aircraft, USA F-15 McDonnell Douglas, USA F-16 Lockheed Martin, USA F-18 McDonnell Douglas and Northrop, Sweden JAS-39 Gripen Saab, Russia Su-35 United Aircraft Corporation, Russia MiG-35 United Aircraft Corporation, Europe Eurofighter Typhoon, Airbus BAE Systems Leonardo.